Let me show you a magic trick to fix a badly damaged floor like this. It'll work for any floor. This one is laminate. Now the key here is to remove any of the loose damaged areas around the edge. Take your time, make sure you get them all, and then I'm going to hit the edges with a little 320 grit sandpaper and just make sure nothing's going to flake off and mess up the repair. Blow that out, and then to get this repair done, we're going to use this cheap wood repair kit off Amazon. There's a couple different color combinations you can get depending on the type of floor you have. I'll link those in the description, and if you're watching on TV, I'll put up the QR code. Now as I get going with this melting wax, it's going to look really easy at how I blend this perfectly to the floor, but the reality is you want to do a little test strip in an inconspicuous area. Start with the lights, work your way darker until you get that perfect blend, and then when it dries you can scrape it off and you're ready to start the repair. You can see here I'm filling up about 80% of the hole with the white wax, and then I'm moving over to the yellow and just kind of mixing it about, and then moving over to the chocolatey brown. And you can see it's already starting to catch some of the tones of the wood. And if you think that I sound like Bob Ross, you are correct. We are essentially making a happy little tree here. Pro tip here is this is a lot easier with a fresh battery because the little soldering iron gets quite a bit hotter and it blends a lot nicer. You can only do about 2 repairs with one set of batteries, and then it just doesn't heat up enough. And now take your time and make sure that it's nicely blended, and you want it to pool up so that you have a nice mound. You don't want any dips, so take your time. Keep on working it back and forth until you get what looks like a pretty dang close match. And now to cool this down, this will speed up the process. Take a little metal putty knife and just slap that on there. That cools the wax surprisingly fast. You can press it down. Now comes the scraping, and there's a little plastic scraper that they give you in the kit, and it works really well. You can chip off some of the thickness with the scraper, and then use the cheese grater part to get it nice and flush. And now that's looking decent, but you can see that I got a couple of white spots that don't look the best, so I'm going to try to heat that white spot up and scratch it out. And then I just need to add a little bit more of the chocolate color on the end to take up that white spot. So I'm just kind of tapping it in there and trying to blend out some of the little white that was showing through. And this is a bit of a process. I'll cool it down again with the knife, sand it down with the cheese grater, and I might have made it a little bit too dark in a couple areas. So I'm trying to sand off some of that, but it's not looking great. So I'm actually just going to blend a little bit more of the yellow. And it does take a little back and forth to get this thing looking nice, but wait till you see this one when it's all sanded down. So I'm just kind of feathering it with the flat part and laying that on there, cool it down again, hit it with the cheese grater. And now at this point it's looking decent, so I'm going to get in there with a 320 grit and just remove off any of that wax with my fingernail and the scraping tool. And now this is the most critical part here, is you want to take your time and get off as much of the wax as possible, otherwise you will see it in certain lights. Once you get that all scraped off, you want to just buff the sheen to a matte finish with that 320 grit sandpaper. The repair is done. It looks amazing from up close. You can't even notice it from standing. And if you want to see how to repair a damaged baseboard corner like this one, go ahead and check out this video right over here.